Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Latoya and I'm a special education teacher, and usually I film teacher life vlogs. Today I wanted to sit down and talk because I'm getting ready to start a new chapter, going back to school while teaching full-time. I mentioned a few times that I'm starting an MSW program soon, and I wanted to just explain how I'm approaching it because it's very intentional and realistic. I'm taking one class at a time, and my first class doesn't start until January 12th. I feel like there's a lot of pressure online to rush everything, take as many credits as you can, finish as quickly as you can. And I've been there and done that. And that is not the season I am in at this point in my life. So for me, taking one class at a time makes the most sense because I need to teach full-time next year, because next year will be year 10, and after that year I would be vested in the retirement system. So if I wasn't doing one class at a time, I would be starting my internship sooner than what I will be for the foundation year, and I wouldn't be able to do that and teach full-time at the same time. So right now I'm not in any rush. One class at a time will help me still give all. One class at a time will still help me give my all to teaching. It will help me to be more intentional about learning, being present for my students, absorb what I'm learning, and avoid burning out. It's not about rushing, it's about sustainability. And for me, one class at a time is sustainable, especially because the program that I am in, they do 7-week terms. So technically in the spring, I'll be taking 2 classes. It's just one class will be the first 7 weeks, and then the second class will be the second 7 weeks. Also, with the way the climate is right now, hopefully by the time I graduate, it would be close to, if not already over, for this current president that's in term. So the cons obviously is that it's going to take longer and possibly cost more money, but the pros for me outweigh the cons. And honestly, after my foundation year, I probably will switch to full-time. Like I said, I'm doing one class at a time, part-time right now because of internship. I need to start my internship after my 10th year of teaching. So my foundation year internship will begin second term of summer 2027, and it's actually for 3 7-week terms. So that means it would be going into fall of 2027. I will be done with my foundation internship basically December 2027. That means spring 2028 I've already had started the school year part-time, so I should be able to switch over to full-time. And honestly, I think full-time would just be taking 2 classes per 7-week terms, which will work out. So since classes haven't started, my focus is really simple. Right now it's winter break, so I'm just trying to relax, not stress about work or school as much as I can. And I've been reading. I found recommendations from social workers as well as PhD students in various programs. So I've been trying to read things that focus on history, social justice, and mental health. I'm trying to set realistic expectations. Sometimes preparation looks like rest and not constant motion. Also, I clean off my desk because I was using it as storage, and I'm like, actually want to use it for my grad program. And also, I bought a second screen. If you've never used a second screen, you should invest in one. It would change your life. Because it just would be better when I have to write papers. I can have article pulled up on one screen and have my document on the other. So obviously I'm still teaching while in grad school because I got bills to pay, but also teaching is still part of who I am, and it connects to my overall goal of becoming a school social worker. Being in school while being in grad school kind of gives me real world context, and it keeps me grounded in why I'm doing this in the first place. Also, the school has a website where professors place their syllabi. However, the classes, the first two classes that I'm taking, their syllabi for spring 2026 isn't posted. So someone from the university suggested changing the filters to historic and looking at previous syllabi. So that's what I did. Looked at the fall version because I'm thinking it's going to be similar, if not exactly the same, especially if the professor is the same. So the first class that I'm taking, that professor was very detailed with assignments and the descriptions and stuff. So part of me was thinking I should go ahead and purchase the book and begin reading, taking notes and trying to work ahead. But I'm like, it's break. I want to relax. I have time for that. Because again, it doesn't, my classes are starting to the 12th, so technically I have next week that I could do that. Also though, I haven't decided how I want to purchase the books. If I want to purchase hard copies, digital, do I want to rent them? The university bookstore states that you can use financial aid if you have enough. However, you can't do that until the start of the term. The term hasn't started, so I haven't purchased books. Also, I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same. So I don't know when they plan to post the syllabi, if they're planning to post it on their website first, or do I have to wait until the course opens? Because one of the class, there is a new edition of the textbook, so I don't know if they're planning to switch or if they're still going to be using the previous version. Alright, so you're still going to see teacher life vlogs, that's not changing, but you'll start to see more sit-down videos like this one, where I share updates, reflections, and what it's like balancing teaching full-time in grad school. If you're someone who's thinking about going back to school, feels like it has to be done perfectly or quickly, this is a reminder that you're allowed to do it at your own pace. Slow progress is still progress. Thank you for being here and supporting me through this new season. If this video resonated with you, make sure you subscribe and like, and feel free to share in the comments if you're going through something similar. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.